Hello, people, and welcome to Quality Shot. Right, okay. If you have visited the channel, you'll know what this is about. This is the roundup of day 2 of the US Open. We're also going to look towards day 3's matchups as well. Sorry, again, it's a little bit late, but the time difference is crazy, as I said, from the UK and the US. So to try and get this out straight after, like I have with the French Open and Wimbledon, etc., is a bit harder. But you know what? Let's get into this. Let's not take up too much time. I felt the last one's a bit long. So let's get into this and get into the meat and potatoes. So Brooksby beat Eimer in 4 sets. Good win for him. Eimer, obviously, a good, solid opponent. Very good stamina, good legs. Brooksby, though, getting through that. And it'll be interesting to see how far the American can go. Obviously, we're not expecting him to get to the second week, but who knows? Who knows? Could go on a run, and I think he enjoys having the crowd there. Zverev coming through Chechenito, another American coming through in 4 sets as well. I actually backed Chechenito to come through that, if that's how you say his name. But good win for Zverev, and also coming through in 4 tight sets. Papitzel beating Fognini, which to me is a upset. Fognini was 2 sets to love up as well in that one, and Papitzel coming back to win in 5. Ivashka beating Sangren, I called it. Ivashka with a good win in straight sets. Tennis Sangren, a little bit one-dimensional is the issue I think he has at times. Johnson against Martera. Johnson coming through. I thought he'd win that as well. Look at those 2 tie breaks, though. 10-8, 10-8. Really, really tight tie breaks, but good to see. And Jack Sock. So there's a strong contingent of Americans coming through. Jack Sock winning in 4 sets, winning 6-7, 6-2, 6-4, 6-2. This is a surprise. Now, I've seen both of these guys. Greipswald played Zverev and Struff played Medvedev at Wimbledon, and I was there on day 2 of Wimbledon, so only fitting that they played each other. And interesting to see, obviously, but Struff was actually 2 sets to 1 up. So that's a little bit of an upset for me, because I would have thought he would have come through. I know he hasn't been in the best of form, but considering how his game compared to Greipswald, when I've seen both of them live, maybe a bit of bias because on the day Struff played better. I just thought Struff would have the bigger game and too much of a game for Greipswald, but good win for Greipswald in the end, I think. Monfils coming through in straight against Korea, good win for him. Mute against Travaglia, Mute coming through against Travaglia. I thought that would happen as well. In straight sets, though, I thought it'd be a bit closer, but 3 tight sets to be fair. Karabayas Baena versus Tommy Paul. I actually thought Tommy Paul would come through that, so a bit of an upset there. He did take a set 6-1, but Karabayas Baena being more solid overall. Thompson against Mega, interesting. 5 sets there. Thompson is an interesting one to come through in 5 sets there. Good win, though. Interesting to see how these guys recover right after coming through the 5 setters for their next round. It's always interesting to see how people react. Basilashvili came through against Korda, getting a walkover, so Korda getting injured in that one. A real big shame, because Korda is a superstar. A superstar in the making, I believe, anyway, from America. And again, with the home crowd, could have done something here, but not to be. Delbonis falling to Shapovalov, winning in straight sets 6-2, 6-2, 6-3. And Yannick Sinner beating Purcell in 4 sets 6-4, 6-2, 4-6, 6-2. Caresi beating PCB. What an upset. So with the home crowd, I mean, that is an absolutely huge win. It opens up the draw quite a bit. PCB, bronze medalist in the Olympics. I mean, he's made 2 semifinals here before. He's in probably most people's top 10 favorites for the US Open, I would say. Maybe even top 6, top 7. 2 sets to love up, and then just threw it away, really, and lost in a tiebreak in the final set. Oh, that's going to hurt. Cressy, really good win for him, and probably I would assume that is his career best win. So let's see what momentum he can take from that, but that's a huge win. Berrettini against Shardy, I watched a bit of that, actually, and Berrettini, he looked okay. The first set, he was, I thought, the slightly better player. But yeah, very, very interesting matchup. And Shardy, obviously, not an easy player to get in the first round. A good win for Berrettini. Otter coming through against Sonego in 4 sets. What an upset there. Look at this, though. 6-7, 7-5, 7-6, 7-6. What a tight match. Sonego, I thought he was a certain to win this, but Otter proved me wrong. Good win for him. Seppi against Fucsovic. Fucsovic losing in 5 sets and another tiebreak, 5th set, 15-13 in that tiebreaker as well. Oh, that's a killer. That really is. Seppi, good win for Seppi as well. Bublik winning in 4 sets against Hanfman. Thought that would happen. Her catch against Gerasimov in straights as well. No surprise there. Zverev against Query. Watched a bit of this. Zverev looked pretty good, to be fair. Was serving really well. Query played and actually managed to match Zverev for the first 7-8 games, and then just kind of fell away towards the end of the first and second set, which is a bit surprising, to be honest with you. But we'll see. Karatsev versus Munar. Karatsev beating Munar in 4 sets. Good win for Karatsev there. Let's see what he can do and whether he can rekindle some of that form from the start and that first half of the year anyway, because he's fallen away since the start of Wimbledon. Cuevas, Escobida, good win for Escobida. McDonald against Goffin. I said that was a 50-50, and I wouldn't be surprised if McDonald beat Goffin. That's exactly what happened. No surprises there. Ooh, now I said this would be a close match, and it was 5 sets. But Lloyd Harris, what a win. Now, I'm not going to say that there's a trend here, but obviously the silver medalist and the bronze medalist have gone out from the Olympics. Djokovic didn't pick up a medal, so maybe he's not going to fall in the US Open and might go on to win it. Zverev might be thinking, oh, hold on here, though. Khachanov, what a win for Lloyd Harris. I mean, 6-4, 1-6, 4-6, 6-3, 6-2, coming from 2 sets to 1 down as well. Really impressive. He's had a fantastic year, and that is a fantastic performance. Genuinely, Khachanov is a guy in form after that Olympic win. Of course, hasn't had incredible results since then, but it hasn't been too long. So, yeah. Ramanas, Vinolas against Pui. 5 sets there. Good stuff from him. Nishikori versus Caruso, winning in 4 sets. Good win. Kudla versus Dare. Thought Kudla would win that. Musetti, good win for him against Nava in 4 sets. And Apelka versus Kwon. Good win from Apelka. RBA versus Kyrgios, and we've already gone through that. And Gasquet, Medvedev as well. I think we've gone through that. And Peja Krajinovic and TFO Eubanks from the previous day. Then let's go on to today. So ADM versus Fritz, that's an upset. It is, because ADM should really be getting through this. He's ranked 14, and his performances in the Grand Slams this year has been pretty disappointing, to be honest with you. So something for him to maybe look at. Djokovic, though, Taylor Fritz is a good player, though. Let's say how it is. Djokovic, having a bit more trouble than maybe he expected. Really easy first set. Thank you to everyone who did join me for the live stream yesterday, Djokovic Rune. And sorry I didn't do all of it. It's just because it was so late. I've been working until like midnight. Turned it on, said, okay, I'll try and get through it. Managed to do about a set and a bit, and I was just dozing off, and anyone who's on the stream probably realized that, which is just hilarious. And I was like, I cannot fall asleep on the stream and become a meme. So I just signed off. And I missed it because Holger Rune, with a fantastic second set, winning the tiebreaker. He looks very talented. Obviously, a former junior world number 1, French Open champion as well in the juniors, and he looks like he's got a good game, big game. He did start getting cramps. I think it was leg and whole body cramps after that second set. We both can, well, you and me together can safely say that probably Djokovic comes through that anyways, but I think it would have been a 3rd and 4th tighter set. A 3rd and 4th, so that would have been a bit tighter than it was anyways. But good win for Djokovic. Didn't look incredible. His serve wasn't quite. Let's have a look. Actually, I think it was 62% actually. So in the end, not bad. But 7 double faults, a little bit uncharacteristic. But he is coming into this cold, to be honest with you. So no surprise there. And it was a good little feel out round. I think he might not mind going 4 sets there to give him a bit more tennis and a bit more match practice. Garin versus Laxonen. So these are the matches coming up now today. I'm going to go Garin. Actually, no, I'm going to go Laxonen. Trangaletti against Bagnissa, all Argentinian. If I'm going to go Trangaletti. Alcaraz versus Rindeknecht. I'm going to go Alcaraz. Kohlschreiber and Dahar. I'm going to go Kohlschreiber. Dimitrov Poprin. I'm going to go... Oh, that's a tough one. I'm going to go Dimitrov. Lajovic, Gojwijk. I'm going to go Lajovic. Rublev, Martinez, Rublev. Evans, Giron. Evans is going to play well there. But I'll back him. I'm going to go Evans. Nakashima, Molkan. I'm going Nakashima. A really good winning is in the first round. I mean, can't back against him now. Ruud van der Zand Schlupp. I'm going to go Ruud. RBA versus Rusevori. I'm going to go RBA. Good win against Kyrgios. Should take momentum from that. FAA versus Zapata Morales. I'm going to go FAA. TFO Pay. I'm going to go TFO. And Kepfer Medvedev. I mean, I think you've got to go Medvedev, don't you, really? And then later on, we have Anderson versus Schwartzman. And Manarino Tsitsipas. I want to go Schwartzman, but it could be a bad matchup, the big serving. Although Schwartzman is a good returner, to be fair. Completely different, opposite sides of the spectrum in their games. Tsitsipas, that's coming through Manarino for me. Okay, let's go for the women's as well then. I don't want to take up too much time. There's just so many matches to get through. It's hard. It's hard, okay? It's hard. Right, okay. Let's go here. So, Tymon coming through against Buxer. Pliskova beating Kovinic. Good. Kvitova coming through in straights. Davis, Kontaveit. Cersei, I said, would beat Kurtamatova. That's exactly what happened. Winning in 3 sets. Pagula beating Potapova. So that would happen. C beat Lu. So that would happen as well. I'm on a good run here. Swiatek beating Loeb. I said that would happen. Rogers beating Brengel. I said that would happen. Oh, I don't remember who I went for here. Did I go for Barella or Torson? I think I might have gone for... I don't know. To remember. Ferro that I went for. And she won. But I can't remember. So I might not be on a clean sweep. Schmeider-Lober beating Kruger, good win there. Don't remember who I went for there. Barty beating Zonareva, good win. Raducanu didn't have to play Jen Brady because she pulled up because of injury. That's definitely a good thing for Raducanu because that would have been a very tough match for her. But she came through against Vogel, looked good as well. Anna Simiova against Diaz, good win for her. Gracheva even coming through against Parizas Diaz. Badosa winning, good win. Bencic as well, yep. Olka van der Wey didn't come through, so got that one wrong. Losing to Trevisan. Martic beating Galfi, good win. Siniakova, I said, would beat Savatsova, good win. Pliskova beating McNally, yeah. Zhang beating Baptiste. Tomljanovic beating Folianets. And Sakari, really good. I said this was one of my picks of the first round, and it was a good match. Sakari just a little bit too much for Kostyuk. She looks a bit hot and bothered, to be fair. It is high out there, and I think she was getting frustrated with herself. Forehand wasn't quite firing as maybe it normally does. She's a really young, talented player, though, and one to look out for, to be fair. And I'm looking forward to seeing her in the years to come. Osaka, and to be fair to her, Kostyuk always gets a hard first or second round matchup because she's unseeded, and normally she does get a pretty damn hard player to play against. So she has to normally do it the hard way at the Slam so far. So let's see if she can get seeded first, and maybe it'll be a bit easier for her, and she'll be able to feel her way into the Slams. Osaka versus Boskova, good win for her. And Paolini winning, Kasatkina winning, Sabalenka winning in 3 sets. Stojanovic watched her at Wimbledon as well. She's a decent player. Nicked a set off Sabalenka 7-6, but then Sabalenka came back and beat her 6-love in the 3rd set. Wow. Zidansek winning and Grammaticolo, I think, which I already went through in the last one. So we're going to go over today's. There's a couple of matchups that have already happened. Quite a few, actually, for the women's. Andreescu, good win in the end, beating Golubic. I said that could go either way. I said that would be tough. So that's a good win. Solid. Minen versus Podoroska, good win in 3 sets. Katie Bolter falling. That's a shame against Samsonov, but yeah, this is not an easy matchup, but I would have expected maybe her to come through that after doing one in the qualifiers, but here's what it is. 3 was Stormo, 4 would beat Machova. That's exactly what happened. Doi beating Sanders. Good win. Risk Pavlyuchenkova. I thought Pavlyuchenkova would win as well. Right, let's go through the matchups then for the rest of the day. Pekovic, Muguruza, not an easy one. Muguruza, Jabeur, Osorio, Serrano, Jabeur, Kanepi against Fernandez, Kanepi, Mertens versus Grammatic. I'm going to say Grammatic. Mertens winning that one. Svitolina, Masarova, Svitolina. Osaka versus Danilovic. Osaka, Halep beating Kutrova. Kasatkina, Vondrousova. It's a hard one, you know. I'm going to Kasatkina. Azarenka, Pauline, Azarenka, Alexandra versus Rakimov. I'm going to go Rakimov. Collins, Huvan. I'm going to go Collins. Rybakina, Garcia. Gonna go Rybakina. Sabalenka Zidansek. That's a hot. She could lose that. Sabalenka. I'm gonna go Sabalenka and Krejcikova. Okay, I'm gonna go Krejcikova. Okay, I'm being a bit safe, aren't I, with my predictions? Stevens Coco Goff. That's a hard one. I don't know. Coco Goff should have too much, but Stevens has a lot of experience and she could play. I'm actually going to go Stevens. I want Coco Goff to win just because I feel like she has more potential to go on and win this. But I think Stevens is going to win. Just got a feeling. Kerber Kalinina even. Flipping heck. Come on, Fazan. Speak properly. Kerber, I think she'll win that. Right, okay. That's all from me. Thank you very much for tuning in. Please remember to smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, all that good stuff. Follow us if you're watching on Twitch. Follow us if you're on Twitter as well. Follow us on Instagram, Facebook. We're on everything. Quality Shot or QualityShot.f or Quality Shot 1. Do check us out. Give us love. And we're also on Patreon. Quality Shot on Patreon. Do check us out as well for really cool perks and some exclusive content. Thank you very much, guys, and I'll see you on the next video.